not here to convince you. I'm here to show you. And every cup that you're looking at is $10 million. And this small stack over here to start with, this is a representation of a full century of U.S. presidents' personal wealth growth while they were in office. We're talking Coolidge, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Reagan, Bush, Biden, all of them except one. 4 cups, roughly $40 million in total, and that's what all the modern presidents combined gained while serving over an entire century. Total, not per president. Now shift your eyes to this monstrosity. 1 year, 1 president, same cups, same scale. 1 century versus 1 year. Public office is not meant to be a personal revenue stream, and this stack shows you the $3 billion of net wealth gained in 1 year while serving as president. So much money, if you spend 100 grand a day, it would take you 82 years to spend it. There's no gray area here. This is a verifiable fact. It's not opinion, it's visual math, and your eyes are doing it in real time. So take a good look. All of the presidents, including successful business owners over here, 100 years versus less than a 1 year period of wealth accumulation for 1 president. Donating a salary is just a headline. It doesn't offset the billions quietly being accumulated elsewhere. For years, we heard about the Biden crime family. Years of investigations, no conspiracy, no hidden fortune, no wrongdoing. Those hearings were not designed to uncover facts. They're designed to drown them out and create propaganda, because if you keep people busy chasing fake scandals, they don't notice the real one. You cannot scrutinize Biden's finances for years and ignore another's wealth jumping 50% in a year. That's abandoning honesty completely. And let's deal with the excuse always. If you're telling yourself it's because he's a good businessman, then ask one question. If nearly 50 years in business didn't produce anything close to this, but 1 year in public office did, that's not skill, that's corruption. Think about it in real life. You wouldn't trust a hospital executive getting rich while cutting care. You wouldn't trust a judge whose wealth explodes from outside interest. History's brutally consistent. When people give up their power to a leader, they lose everything. Honestly, nothing you can say can explain this. And if you're at the point where you say, I don't care, I'm not changing, then you own it. And this is what it looks like to sell out America and call yourself a patriot. Do your own research. Was supposed to mean curiosity, but instead, it's given some of you permission to ignore the truth and follow whoever shouts the loudest. I wish it wasn't true, but the cups don't lie. 300 cups to 4. And look, if you've been beaten down and clinging on to a false belief because you feel like you're losing yourself, you don't need my opinion. The cups already told you the truth. I hope you learned something. I'm always rooting for you.
That was such a great way of crystallizing, and I think a pretty unassailable way. I mean, maybe you could argue there's some sort of not adjusting for inflation or whatever. Maybe there's some like thing, but other than that, I mean, the facts are sort of really straightforward and pretty hard for me to imagine how anyone would dispute. And I thought, like, news in general just does not contextualize things that way. And so it was both bringing information and kind of explaining the meaning and weight of that information in ways that I thought were just like, that's what social media is great at. Like this is the thing you couldn't do in a different format. That it's creative, it's plain spoken, but also quite substantive. Actually, in the comments to the video, he posted like all the numbers, like where he got all the numbers from. So he's not, it's not just a kind of trust me bro thing. Anyway, I was excellent. And that guy, if you're on Instagram, Sully Dawg is worth a follow.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's just brilliant. It is there is nothing like that stark an image to really get a point across, and he's such a non-traditional type voice to be getting that information across, that you're sort of drawn in just because he's like the basketball coach.
100%. He's like, you're like, coach, I don't want to do wind sprints. You're like,
yes, exactly. Like, oh man, we're doing suicides today.
Exactly.
After that. So yeah, I love it. I hope he keeps doing these and that he keeps growing a massive follower base, because that's the kind of information that needs to be getting through in a way that, just traditional media is not going to appeal to a lot of folks.